So because all of us, three of us are recording, we would just basically introduce the video now, and then we'll do the sync clap when the other two arrive, and they start recording.
Yes.
Let's paint it as if they're late. Let's paint it as if they're late.
Yeah.
Let's bully them.
We all arrived on time.
But yeah.
How do we open? How do we open this?
Oh my god! It's a woman. I'm so nervous.
Tim, can you leave for like 5 minutes and then come back? Don't ask any questions. Just leave for 5 minutes and come back. It'll be okay.
You are recording, Connor, right?
Yeah, I am.
Alright, I'm definitely including that.
Okay, great.
Wait, Tin, if you stay and join in, we all bully Marcus so we keep the law that only Marcus is a pathetic shit.
I mean, that's not law, that's just canon. I guess that's the same thing.
Great. So, we are here to watch a story from 2008's Doctor Who Series 4. And we're here to watch the Sontaran Stratagem, which is a story about potatoes and plot armor. The reason why we're doing this is because this year, not this year, fucking hell, it's been, oh my god, it's already last year, a lad named Chris Chibnall wrote an episode in Doctor Who Flux called War of the Sontarans, which was also about potatoes and plot armor, and it was made to much acclaim within circles that are very dirty and rusty. And the reason why we're doing this is because they all were like, oh my god, this is the best one ever, much better than that shite from 2008. And we were like, hang on a second, what's going on here? And so there is a big discourse about plot armor, and the reason why is because these are trained marksmen, and we believe that they should be able to, aim at their enemies as that just kind of makes sense. But then we were told that that's just fucking nitpicking. So the reason why we're watching this story again is because I haven't seen it in about 4 or 5 years. It's probably been since about 2017, 2018. And I can't remember some of it. I remember a bit, but I remember having fun, but I don't remember like excruciating detail about it. And so I feel like watching this again will be fun, and it'll provide some clarity about why it's better than War of the Sontarans. So
I've got a question, Connor. Are you going to do that really stupid accent for the whole recording?
I don't know what you're talking about, Callum. Can you please get your fucking stick out your ass? All we have to do now is we just have to wait for that fucking Brazilian nut job.
Yeah, here's a little secret, guys. Marcus is actually extremely late. He's totally not on time.
He's too busy speaking Portuguese to his power.
Hurry up, you funny cunt.
Now, I would probably laugh, Jeb, if I can actually understand you.
You can understand me.
I find it funny how...
I mean, the viewers who are watching this can, but us in the call can't, because the internet is shitey.
I find it funny how you can understand me better, and I'm not even doing my accent. My real accent.
My god, are you actually going to do that accent the whole time?
Oh no, please, no.
Guys, I think he's triggered.
You know what triggers me? Bad aiming.
So yeah, no, I'll stop that.
I can't tell if you're doing the accent or not anymore.
I
can't tell.
I'm just permanently Scottish now.
Yeah, no, you just turned into Capaldi.
Oh, I can't aim at these potatoes.
You know what's funny? I just watched... Well, not just. I watched Planet of the Youth before this. Yeah. But before that, I fucking watched Fires of Pompeii featuring Peter Capaldi, which is great.
Which is modern art.
Fires of Pompeii is one of the best 12th Doctor stories.
It is. It technically is a 12th Doctor story.
Yeah.
It's technically also an Amy story.
Yeah, that's true.
Since we're being pedantic, I figured I would throw my hat into a ring.
Well, no, because that's not an iteration of Amy.
Don't worry, guys. We've got 8 minutes until my download is finished.
Just you wait till Marcus, what the bloody hell are you doing? Why are you late over here? You know what he was doing? He was looking at pictures of Sammy and Ty Conti hugging, and he was crying.
Ah, yes, that's great for all the Doctor Who fans who don't watch wrestling. That's a great joke. It's a great inside joke.
You know, fun fact, Ty Conti didn't know what wrestling was till like 5 years ago. And then someone offered her a job on it, and she's like, what is that?
I'll do it. And now she's fucking Sammy Guevara.
Also, Marcus, at the start of the video, I did it all in a Scottish accent, so you got that to look forward to.
Oh, I'm excited now.
Don't worry, I'm going to cut all of it out.
It was really good.
Now, we must wait 6 minutes for my thing to fucking download.
Oh, you piece of shit.
Blame my shitty internet. Do we just jerk each other off in a circle while we wait?
No, because
Sure. That sounds fine.
That's melodramatic.
Melodramatic.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, we got to cry while we're doing it. Okay,
Yeah.
Because that's all we like.
Yeah.
It's good if people cry, and that's why we think it's good, and not for anything else.
Yeah, I just want main characters to die, and I want people to cry. That's how it works.
Yes.
Yes.
Currently,
actually, while we wait, Connor, actually, this is a perfect segue. We should talk about those quotes that you got the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Before we start.
I mean, what is there to say? They're just wrong.
Well, we'll explain to the people at home why you had a whole discussion the last day about it. We should probably talk about it. It'll be relevant, actually, kind of, in this watch through.
Kind of. I mean, because there's guns in the story, so I guess it's technically relevant. So I'm in a group chat that's like got lots of Doctor Who people in it, and each day they do a thing where they like basically talk about one like a story or something, and then there was a little tangent where someone brought up the "I Never Would" scene from the Doctor's daughter. And they were all like, you know, as you if you know anything about Doctor Who discourse, like there's a lot of people that hate that scene for whatever reason.
What, really?
Yeah, it's
Don't worry, Marcus. You can sit there and you'll wait and you'll get your say. Let's explain the full context.
It's a very unpopular scene. Very unpopular scene. And
I'm so confused right now.
I decided to start a fight about it because I'm like, you know what? I've had enough of this shit.
Because let's be honest, Connor, you love starting fights around the 10th Doctor era. Because
Connor just likes drama, to be honest.
I know. And I'm just so bad faith. Anyway, so I decided to start a fight about it, and I basically we had to start a thread on the side because. It was interrupting everyone else's discussions about other stories. So we basically started a thread with me and 2 other people. And then I tried to just dig for more information, and they're saying things like, yeah, he's outraged and that makes sense. But then he turns around and he says, I didn't shoot him. You should make me like your society like me. And says that's like vain and...
Because that's totally what he says, right? He totally says that.
Yeah, even though that's not what happens. Even though the whole point of it is that the analogy of a man who never would is talking about like it's not necessarily the Doctor. It's not about modeling. It's not like that he said build a statue of me. It's not like he did that.
But that's what he implied though. He implied that.
Oh,
you just have to read between the lines.
Clearly. So people believe that the part of the motivation is that the Doctor is, which the thing is, like, there are moments where the 10th Doctor is egotistical, but this is not one of them. And people are convinced that the I Never Would scene is only referring to him and saying, you should make this society like me because I'm the paragon of what is right, which is not what fucking happens. And I tried to explain to him, like, that he's using that analogy to try and display, his views on pacifism and why he thinks that people should stop revenge killing in cold blood and be compassionate. And, and also the reaction of it is coming off the fact that his daughter just died, another avenue to a family, which is part of the 10th Doctor's arc. And yeah, that's kind of what it's meant to be. And yet people seem to conflate it as him being egotistical. And they also reference, Murray Gold's Doctor Who theme being self-indulgent, apparently, which is really weird.
What? That is the weirdest fucking... What? I'm so confused right now.
And they say they draw
Man,
the lines...
I always loved that scene. Okay.
They say they draw the lines between it because he says, I never would, and then later says, a man who never would.
I never would. Have you got that? would. When you start this new world, this world of human and half, remember that. Make the foundation of this society a man who never would.
Yeah, so they believe that that's drawing lines between when he says "I never would" at the start, and basically trying to say that you should make the foundations of the society based on me is what they are.
No, it's based on fucking the morals of.
Hey,
peace.
maybe that scene is actually about how you shouldn't kill in cold blood.
Yeah,
like
the
how
idea,
the guy did.
Yeah,
because like,
how can people say that's him being egotistical? That's so weird.
Like, guys, come on. 10 is, yeah, sure, he's right. However, he doesn't have to be a dick about it.
Despite his daughter dying in front of him.
Yeah, and also
No,
like,
Jeb,
the other,
shut up. Ignore the context.
The other weird take is when people say like, "Oh, the I never would" is like, "I would never use a gun," even though the doctors used guns before. Like, that's the weirdest way of reading
That's
that
not
scene.
the point.
And so many people see it that way.
Well, it's the Chibnall way of reading it, right?
Oh,
of being
yeah, of
like,
course.
yes, she would never use a gun. It's like she went down.
No, that's not what it means.
What is it? Ghost Monument?
The gun is a symbolic it's a symbolic weapon to represent his moral conflict.
Isn't there like a classic Who quote where he's like, people don't tend to want to shoot you when you're carrying a gun?
Isn't it so funny how many people just try so hard to like paint the 10th Doctor as like this always this arrogant piece of shit.
To be fair, Callum, you are trying to imply that they try hard, which is, I'm not sure they try that hard.
Though they don't try hard to do the research. They just try hard because they just don't like him.
Yeah. And they were like, "Oh no, it makes sense for 10, but that's what I don't like about him." Like, okay.
I can't wait.
It just seems weird to me because I think flawed characters are way more interesting than just like, these paragons of like morality or always being right. That's why I think like the 10th Doctor
is when people
so
try
interesting.
and frame the 10th Doctor as a paragon when he isn't.
No, he's
and
never
you know
been
what's
that.
really funny as well? Because we're talking about like the Doctor's daughter is dying. Do you know why she died? Because the guy got mad over finding out that the thing that they were fighting for wasn't an actual weapon to kill the half, and he killed Jenny. Well, no, he tried to kill 10 because of it. Man.
Yeah. Also, when you look at RTD's run, like not just this episode, but he's always had the sort of theme of ideas themselves not being tied to one person, and it's a very atheist message, in the sense of the 9th and 10th Doctors always promote the idea of don't remember me, but remember what I believe in. He doesn't want to be a figure. He doesn't want people to base their ideas on a person or a figure or him. He wants them to base the things on the things that he believes in, the ideas, and carry them on through, a community of people. And that's why, like, when in Last of the Time Lords, when they all forget who saved them, he's not only fine with that, but he's happy about it because he doesn't want them to remember it was him that did it. And that's why what makes John Sims Master such a great parallel to him is because John Sims Master is the opposite in the sense that he wants people to remember him as a person. He wants, and that's why he builds a statue of himself. It's all about, the figure. John Sim wants to be like, the Antichrist of Earth. And that's why when it all gets taken away from him, it crushes him because it's everything he wanted taken away in a blink. But, people don't pay attention to that either. Clearly.
People don't tend to pay attention to the RTD
honestly,
era,
I do
honest.
think one of the most ironic and funniest things about people's reviews of RTD's run is by taking this very atheist TV series and trying to frame it as like very pro-religion. Like, that's the funniest thing to
that's
me.
hilarious.
It's like
Space Jesus.
yes, RTD is pro-Jesus because the Doctor floats in the air and puts his arms out.
I also like how I think in this episode, when the Doctor's anti-gun, it often gets framed as the argument for no guns altogether.
Yeah, that's a straw man.
Which is not the
Isn't
point.
that so? Remember, Connor, do you remember the actor, like Saska Says or whatever, who got really butthurt over that? And just hated everything.
Yeah, she hates the story we're going to be watching today because her husband works in the army and she believes that this story is anti-army.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, the
Anti-
Doctor
an
is definitely
anti-soldier.
anti-war.
Well, anti-war for like when there's no need.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally.
I mean, there's a lot of shit that the Doctor criticizes in terms of just like how unit operates and shit like that, which
Also-
I think is warranted
also, on
in,
top of
in
that-
character.
Also, on top of that, Seska says is like he's anti-soldier and he's on a high horse.
What?
Is what she tries to say.
That's bizarre. Like, because he literally takes shit to the general because he led innocent soldiers to get killed.
Yeah, I reckon we should start.
I think we
Yeah.
should. No, we should all just sit here and just talk about RTD and how great he is.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
That's
we
what
could,
we're doing while
but
watching.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm on a time crunch, so let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. I haven't watched this in fucking years.
I watched this last year.
I watched this.
I don't
couple
remember when
months
I
ago.
last
Oh, it's Mark
watched this.
Zuckerberg. Forgot about him.
Oh, and if you're gonna go to print, spell my name right. Ratigan with 2 T's.
This thing's worldwide. I'm telling you, Atmos is dangerous.
But if you had proof, then you wouldn't be here.
Fine.
See,
you don't listen,
intelligent
I'll
character
find someone else who
decisions.
I've completely forgotten about all of this.
Atmos.
Wait.
They
This could be like the first
hinted it in
time.
episode 1.
Oh, it's Jangling
Yeah.
Keys, Callum. It's not set up. It's just a Where's Wally.
It's not like a nice little detail they set within the world.
Wally, Callum.
Her name's clever by the sound of it. Not as clever as me, but that goes without saying.
He's arrogant.
See, this guy is egotistical.
Termination.
Remember your status, boy. We do not take orders.
Yeah, but we're not supposed to like him, Callum. I like how they established that Americans are shit at tennis.
Truly the one takeaway from this episode.
Now, I can't prove anything. There's got to be a link.
I can't
Yeah,
prove
there's
anything.
that running
but
joke about
she sounds like a critic of the Doctor's Daughter scene. I can't prove anything. It just
I can't prove
feels
anything.
wrong.
I can't prove anything, but there's something off.
Yeah.
Such foreboding.
Also, in
sat-nav.
like the late 2000s, like GPSs were a very new thing. So you know, it's just taking like an everyday item and making it scary. It's like, what if your GPS controlled your car?
Which is basically where we're at now.
Supernatural did this kind of same thing around that same time. Like the GPS controlling itself.
Oh my god, stop being melodramatic. You're only dying.
Imagine
afraid of dying?
being scared of dying.
Yeah, I know. Oh, the blue suit. I love the blue suit.
Oh, the sexy blue suit.
Why do I think this will be me when I'm like
The sexy hedgehog.
car?
Ah, phone.
It's the silly music. This means this episode isn't serious.
Yeah, I know.
Comedy music doesn't work.
Not mine.
Murray Gold, you're too loud.
Hello?
Doctor, it's Martha.
Hello.
Now it's SJW.
Oh hell yeah.
Martha,
Ah,
the
that
Doctor's
was
already been back on Earth in episode 1. Come on, watch the show.
I love Martha Jones.
This is also the best opening.
The surfboard. I miss the
It's a fucking
surfboard.
guitar. It's a fucking guitar.
I miss it too. I miss this whole opening.
You know, apparently, if Moffat had said no, Helen Rayner was supposed to be the backup choice for the next showrunner.
I still don't understand how.
Why are you
Flair
such a
has the
dick
best
to her,
joke at the TARDIS
Nee?
landing.
Look at him, he's such a dick, isn't he? He's such an asshole. Clearly, that's his
I mean, he's
only
just
character
neglecting
trait.
Martha, obviously.
Yeah, it's his
Yeah.
only character trait. They're definitely not friends.
Not so bad. Recovering.
What about you?
Right. Should have known.
Wow, Tennant, what a dick.
Now, don't start fighting.
See, I like that because of school reunion. That's pretty neat detail.
He talks about you all the time. I dread to think. Nice things, really good things. Oh my
They're gonna get along better than he does.
Didn't take long to get over it though. Who's the lucky man? That Tom Milligan.
Wow, it's almost like he's an alien that doesn't understand humans.
I know.
Yeah, almost like understanding just natural social cues is something that he has a hard time with.
Yeah, but the thing is, people
It's a shame
don't. People don't like. People say that Tennant's not an alien because he doesn't act like a retard in social situations. You know, like that's it. They're people's argument.
That makes sense. Yeah.
They're like.
That's my goal. Marigold's the only good thing my city created.
Illegal aliens.
Immigrants.
Go aliens! Oh my,
God, Marcus, they're after you.
This is a Trump episode. Oh,
Find
fuck.
the immigrants.
Oh yeah, this is like the last year that Bush was in power.
Sure, thanks.
Oh yeah, this is Dan Starkey's debut in Doctor Who.
I love these Sontarans.
I reckon if these Sontarans had the 2021 design, people would like the story a lot more.
Well, I think these designs are great anyway.
I know, but people are really like pent up about the designs.
I don't know why. They were great. These Sontarans are clever.
This is a TV.
Doctor, Colonel Mace.
Sir. Oh, don't salute. But it's an honor, sir. I've read all the files on
Wow, 10. What a dick.
I know.
you never resigned.
What a racist. Joe, can you hear me, Joe?
Times have changed.
Hey guys, they reference how the time continuity in Classic Who wasn't always great with you.
Venusian Aikido. I do hope I haven't hurt you.
For the modern world.
What, and that means arresting ordinary factory workers? In the street,
Oh, Donna's so great.
daylight, it's more like Guantanamo Bay out there. Donna, by the way, Donna knows.
I love Donna.
I'll have a salute.
You mean they died simultaneously?
Exactly. 52 deaths at the exact same moment worldwide.
That's one of the week every year.
Inside their cars.
The car's got in common.
Completely different makes, but they're all fitted with Atmos, and that is the Atmos factory.
What's Atmos?
Oh, come on, even I know that. Everyone's got Atmos. Stands for atmospheric.
It's been around.
That works because Donna doesn't know much because
because
she misses everything, but he missed something this time.
And this is where
I like it. Donna's playing the Doctor in this scene, and the Doctor's the companion because she knows more about it than he does.
sending Atmos to every
That's so cool.
You must have checked it before it went on sale.
We did. We found
That means that Elon Musk knows about Atmos.
Really? Who'd you get? Oh, right, me, yes.
What an
Man, I
idiot.
fucking love Tennant, man. He's so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know how many cars there are on planet Earth?
5.
Million.
Almost got it.
I was close.
That was really close, yeah.
You know,
That's a
Jeb,
good guess.
wouldn't it be nice if, like, you know, left-wing discussion was this smart all the time?
Yes, it would be. Jesus Christ. I hate left-wing discussions.
Speaking of going left, they're going left down this
Oh,
hallway.
here we go. No, it needs to be subtle,
What's this-
Callum.
oh,
It needs to
what-
be subtle.
What? Oh.
Oh, Murray Gold's music is so good.
What's that, Sunshine? See, even these fucking guys have characters. If these were Chibnall characters, they'd be so fucking bland.
Look how good, like, the direction is.
I know.
Everything's so just vibrant and dynamic, and
If this was
it's literally just like a fucking shed corridor.
Oh,
Like
this guy's so charismatic.
like in real life, this building would look very boring, but the way they shoot it looks great.
See, okay, here's something that would actually happen. If this was a Chibnall episode, this entire room would be like filled with purple, like completely,
Yes.
not just like it is now.
Yeah.
Like every inch would be purple.
That's because the purple in
So
this scene
ugly.
is actually diegetic and not non-diegetic.
Also, Chibnall would point out the straight up obvious, saying this is a mystery object.
Come on, Steve.
My favorite Chimno trope is
And
when
people-
Jody's
and
out of
people-
breath and explaining the mystery boxes.
And look at this, people always say that Murray Gold is only bombastic music. Like, this is like really atmospheric score, you know?
Yeah. I love when it's like very atmospheric.
This is like straight out of Classic Who, this score, and people just don't recognize it.
They don't care. How many times is the gun gonna click though?
Yeah, that is unfortunately a problem I have with some of Series 4, is too much gun
Well, that's
clicking.
just a problem with a lot of modern stuff.
Yeah. Like, you know, at End of Time when he keeps turning around, like the gun just clicks?
Yeah.
Well, I think it works for the atmosphere they're going for, but it is funny when you think about it.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't know if anybody here has seen Doom, but the amount of times they like load their guns is
Yeah.
absurd.
I think it's because guns are quite complicated and most raiders
Yeah.
don't really know what they are. Oh!
Oh, don't touch my face!
Oh!
That looks so cool.
Look at that mouth! I love how the RTD era just has disgusting looking monsters every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna make it look
Oh,
like
it's so cool.
They just love making monsters that have faces that look like vomit.
I think it's harmless.
It did just touch your face though.
Oh, it touched it. It didn't like grab it or anything.
I think it breathes this stuff. Or some kind of embryo. Someone's growing a body. A human body.
Excellent skills of deduction. I would rate you above average, soldier. Well done. Whereas
Above
you
average.
smell of sweat and fear.
Yeah? Well, we're not the ones
Oh
that got out
god,
of
this is
school,
great.
Sonny. Stop playing Humpty Dumpty and tell us who you are.
Is that a reference to my height? A pity. Word your weapons of women folk. I must judge you unfit.
The women folk.
Wow. Sexist much.
I'm warning you. A proper soldier gives no warning. Fire. I order.
That's a great line.
The room is contained within a Cordolane signal, exciting the copper surface of the bullet and causing expansion within the barrel, rendering your guns useless. And your radio signals have been blocked.
Oh well. He tried.
My legs! I apologize for disabling you. Death has more honor, but you are needed for the stratagem.
I like that. Again,
that's-
these Sontarans
again,
are so
giving quite a lot of
consistent.
It's tactical, but he doesn't, you know, want to hurt them.
General Stahl of the 10th Sontaran battle fleet, known as Stahl the Undefeated.
What great design.
Look
That
how,
was great.
Look how he turned that around. He went from bullying him for being short, and now they're scared.
Is it alien? Decades ahead of its time. Look, do you mind? Could you stand back a bit? Sorry.
Oh, what a dick! What an egotist!
I don't like people with guns hanging around me, alright? You insist.
Oh, that's not allowed. The Doctor's used guns before. What a hypocrite!
People with guns are usually the enemy in my books. You seem quite at home.
If anyone got me used to fighting shit.
Alright, so it's my
People
Well, you got
criticise him as well, but
Besides, look at
he's used to a unit with Brigadier that's focused on science.
I love Martha, dear lord.
I like to think Martha paved the way for Kate.
Oh, yes, because I spent years working as a temp. I can find my way around an office blindfold. And the first thing I noticed is an empty file.
Man, Donna's so useful.
No, but she's just comedian though.
Clearly.
She literally has more use than Ryan, Graham, and
You know what
Yaz
this
put
reminds me
together.
of? You remember, Callum, remember in Frontiers when Tegan looks through those drawers? It reminds me of that.
Yes. Yeah, yes, because she's, you know, characters and, you know, companions are normally
It's
quite,
funny because in the
observant.
other Hella Raina story, there's also another Frontiers bit with the Doctor.
And it's like the exact kind of thing that makes sense. Like to have a, like if you have soldiers, they're not gonna be searching that kind of shit. But if you have like a temp, like Donna was.
And now look
That
at this.
makes perfect sense for it to go.
The reason that Donna and Martha have to chat alone is actually set up. Like, it's not forced. It's not just let's go into another room on purpose.
It's natural. It's not just very casual cause and effect.
Yeah.
Yep.
This episode hasn't had an issue so far. We're 20 minutes.
It
in.
really hasn't, though. It really hasn't.
Oh shit, we're 20 minutes in. Oh fucking hell.
It's great.
We're almost 20 minutes in.
I haven't even got to Wilf
The
yet.
pacing's really good. I didn't even. Yeah, I haven't even noticed the time passing.
Every other scene has like a really good character scene, and this one is great.
Your family.
This is a great scene as well.
Yep.
Not really.
Oh, this is so good.
Waved us off.
That's that scene. at the end of
Martha's been
episode
through
one
all
is
this
so
before.
wholesome.
This is so good.
I didn't tell my family. Kept it all so secret. And it almost destroyed them. In what way? They ended up imprisoned. They were tortured. My mum, my dad, my sister. It wasn't the doctor's fault.
Leo was fine.
You need to be careful. Because you know the doctor, he's wonderful. He's brilliant.
It's funny, like she says it's not the doctor's fault, but the doctor still accepts like responsibility of what happened. If you remember the
in
end
a
of
way,
episode
it is
one,
his
he
fault.
claims
To
it's
be
his...
fair.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. That's the thing, though. These characters are so fucking layered.
Advance the conquest. Yes, sir.
See?
Sontaran.
Looks can be deceiving.
Bum,
So
bum.
You know, making them shorter actually makes this point even stronger. It's like looks can be deceiving.
It's 10 miles outside London. How are you going to get there? Well, then get me a Jeep. According to the records, you travel by TARDIS.
Yeah, but if there is a danger of hostile aliens, I think it's best to keep a super-duper time machine away from the front lines.
I see, then you do have weapons, but you choose to keep them hidden. Jenkins, sir,
Haha.
accompany the doctor.
I love this very good dialogue.
Oh yes, this guy. This guy's great.
Oh yeah.
I said no salutes.
We love people called Ross.
Oh, I love this
Oh,
scene.
I love this scene.
I
This
love
is
this
great.
scene so
This is
much.
great.
Same here.
I also think maybe like Donna allows him to like continue speaking as like a funny thing. I like to. Think
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
I think that's hilarious.
That's what you want.
And I like how Tef accepts it.
Yeah.
That's how many places I wanted to take.
Because he's been left so many times before.
Yep.
Broken moan of the Medusa Cascade. Or reefs of gutter.
It's actually a great scene for comedy, but shows a lot of character about Temp and Donna.
Thank you. Thank you, Donna.
I like to think that Donna wanted to see what would happen. What would he say?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I just love how wholesome these two are. Yeah, it's so funny.
This is so rewatchable because you're seeing it from her point of view now.
Yep.
And then you're coming back.
I love Donna.
Because the first time you watch this, you're watching it from his point of view, and now the second time it's from hers. And it's so funny.
It's almost as if this era is like super rewatchable.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, yeah. Using her nursing skills. Doctor skills, I should say.
Yeah, Connor.
That's right, nurses don't use stethoscopes, do they?
How many hours a day do you work?
24.
You work 24 hours a day.
This guy's face is just freaking me out. Do you think that guy just sits there for the rest of time now because no one ever goes back to him?
He just sits there and his head turns into John Sim in the end of time.
Yes, I do. Why?
Colonel Mace wants to see you.
Because I want to see him. Where is he?
Come with us.
Oh,
This episode is so well directed.
See, like
holy
the
shit.
way
this
that was
show is
shot, you can
fantastic.
tell something's up.
Yeah.
Like even before you see their faces, you can
This
just.
is better directed than every single Chibnall episode.
Yeah, look at this. This is so cool.
But look at this.
Yeah, I've been editing the Eve of the Daleks reaction. It isn't like night and day how well
It's
directed
so
this is
muggy
compared
and like muddy and yeah.
It's really ugly.
There's just so much character in the direction.
Every scene has been actually like great.
You like how the Doctor doesn't really have a motivation to stick around because he doesn't know who her family is, you know?
Oh, my heart. Oh, I'm gonna cry again.
She only jokes though. I don't understand. Why she has
This is
she ever
the
cried?
This is the 4th episode of the season too.
And the music's excellent. Yeah.
The
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Bernard Cribbins.
I love this man.
Wilf. The excitement of him waving at her. Fuck, this is so
oh
good.
man, I'm actually crying. Fuck. God. Oh.
We're gonna get this back. We're gonna get stuff like this back, and it feels good.
Just give me something like this, please. I've been dying for it in Doctor Who. Spooky. I said they were real, damn it.
And this is all set up by like all the conspiracy theories and all that, you know?
Mm.
He's amazing, Gramps. He's just dazzling. And never tell him I said that.
Why not miss a trick?
It's like my granddad.
Nothing. Just nothing.
Dad, kettle on.
Yeah, kettle on.
God bless Will.
Wilf is the best.
Drives me around the bend.
Things go wrong when it says turn right. Oh, Russell, you dirty dog. This reminds me of X-Men First Class for some reason.
It does, actually. This is the same kind of
Does
like
a bit,
aesthetic in this scene.
Hello. Your commanding officer phoned ahead.
Hello.
I haven't got a commanding officer. You? Oh, this is Ross. Say hello, Ross. Afternoon, sir.
I really like their clash because it shows the difference between like how
This reminds me of
a child reacts.
It reminds me of Pertwee as well, when he would just go in and just embarrass someone. You, sir, are a nitwit.
Gravity simulators.
She make the same bloody scrun.
Oh, he's such a nerd.
I know, I love it.
I love
If 13 was doing this, it'd be so cringe.
I know.
He's the nerd.
I love how
through a bunch
the 10th Doctor is both the cool kid in school, but also a massive nerd at the same time.
And he's very observant. Yeah. Conditional clause.
Fucking Americans.
This kid has such great facial expressions. His eyes.
He's got incel vibes going on.
He really does, actually.
System could make things worse. See, that's a tautology. You can say Atmos system because it stands for atmospheric emission system. So you're saying atmospheric emission system. Do you see?
It's been a long time since anyone said no to you, hasn't it?
I'm still right though. You look at the world and you connect things, random things, and think, why can't anyone else see it? The rest of the world is so slow. Yeah. But not with this. Because there's no way you invented this single-handed. I mean, it might be Earth technology, but that's like finding a mobile phone in the Middle Ages. No, I'll tell you what it's like. It's like finding this in the middle of someone's front room. Albeit, very big front room. Why, what is it?
Yeah, the thing.
People don't question things. He looks like...
He's about
I'm sorry, but this guy's the best Doctor.
He's about to get bamboozled though, because he was.
Yeah.
He's not
It's like, oh, Sontaran.
Oh my god,
He's
why
like-
don't they shoot him?
He's like, oh, this is worse than I thought.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
point out to me the guns are in our arms.
Almost like they weren't expecting the Doctor to just show up inside their ship out of nowhere.
Yeah, funny that.
That's your name, isn't it? You're a Sontaran. How did I know that?
Ooh.
Fascinating.
It's like what Rose does with the Daleks.
How do you know so much? Who is he? He didn't give his
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that he taunts them to figure out more shit about them. Ah, it's so good. It is so fucking good.
Oh, the direction. Look at that. Beauty.
Look at his eyebrows.
He
It's,
looks
it's like Batista's soul patch. I reckon Batista can make a good Sontaran.
But a very tall one.
Yeah. Like one of the ones from the Two Doctors.
Now, Ross, don't be rude. You look like a pink weasel to him. The Sontaran. Finest soldiers in the galaxy.
with only one weakness.
Sontarans have no weakness.
No, it's a good weakness. You're meant to be clever.
I love this scene so much.
Which means they always have to face their enemies in battle. Isn't that brilliant? They can never turn that back.
We stare into the face of death.
Yeah? Well, stare at this.
So good.
10th is so good.
Oh, it's the 10 run.
Imagine not liking this. Imagine not liking this Doctor.
I know. It's just I don't get it.
There's so much character and so much charisma. Ugh, I miss him so much.
Primitive sonic trickery.
Device is now repaired. Face battle open skin, sir. Might I share that honor?
Dan Starkey.
This is.
Hey.
I need to be naked.
And the test signal proved that it works. 52 deaths in the same second, man. That is just so cool.
Is the temperature significant?
Oh, way better than
What a great
Strax.
performance.
Way better than Strax. Dan Starkey is so good when you give him good material.
Notice how the last 3 scenes, like from the Tenant Sontaran thing to now to like this, has transitioned so naturally.
Effortless. It's effortless.
The blood bringer. Simple. As with the factory drones.
Bloodbringer. You know what that reminds me of, Kellen? It reminds me of Retribution. My name is Slapjack.
Soon, that will be you.
What a great shot.
Oh, it's like the end of the world.
Yeah, it reminds me of Satellite 5 as well.
Same.
This is like the scene where Adam Mitchell looks on the Earth. Because this is basically American Adam Mitchell.
American Adam Mitchell. He kind of is, but he's more crazy.
Yeah. Well,
And he's
Americans
actually
are more crazy.
More likable.
Legend says he led the battle in the last great time war.
Oh, I love this.
And we weren't allowed to be part of it.
We weren't invited.
We weren't allowed. It's like, yeah.
We weren't invited.
The biggest war ever, and we weren't invited.
They didn't invite me to their war.
I know.
Exactly, that's what it is.
I know.
That's the Sontarans, and it's fucking great.
It's like
Oh my
it's
god,
like
that's a PS2 Sontaran.
if you think about it, it's kind of like Electro, but like in a whole army.
This reminds me of season 4 of a certain TV show.
Oh, here we go. Evil Martha.
Oh, that sound effect. Ugh.
Funny thing is, because Freema Agyeman's not an actress that you'd think would suit evil, but then she plays this role and she's so convincing. You know?
An ordinary death for such a remarkable enemy. But proceed.
See, notice how they have like, it's those little things that make this Sontaran so cool.
I love the foreshadowing though. It said turn left, then go right.
Is it going in the water? I love it with the water.
Oh my god.
What a fucking psychopath.
When your Uber driver goes off path.
Oh, this bit's so cool. I love this, it's so funny.
You know what that reminds me of at Callum? You know Revolution 2021?
Oh, is that it?
That's
I'm
what
pretty
it
sure
reminds me of.
Community has a reference to that scene.
Man, I wish I was
God, Sontarans have such massive tits.
Horny on main.
You would not believe the day I'm having.
Dude, this episode is so funny.
I know, this is actually better than I remember it being.
Yes.
This is way better than I thought it was.
Mm.
Yes, here we go.
This was completely an accident as well.
It's you.
Wilf, my beloved.
Christmas Eve, he disappeared right in front of me.
And you never say.
Well, you never said.
God, alien hand.
An alien hand.
I love this so much. Sontaran.
Martha, tell Colonel Mace it's the Sontarans. They're in the file, code red Sontarans, but if they're inside the factory, tell him not to start shooting. Unit will get massacred.
Code red Sontaran. Gotcha.
Dr. Jones?
No, sir. Nothing to report.
Ooh, that was a really good zoom.
Oh, that smirk.
Who's that one with the nail varnish?
Matthew Richards. He lives in Kilburn now, with a man.
Whoa!
Good for him.
Sometimes I think if I was a cop.
Bruh.
What was it? When you were laid up with Spanish flu.
Yo, they fixed that issue. I love that they
I mean, it's always a disaster when he turns up.
I mean,
It
yeah.
really is.
He's a mess.
Who can have such knowledge?
Only the doctor. He survived. Excellent. Then battle will be.
Excellent.
Yeah, I know.
It's so good.
You know, he's like, I want him to survive so I can look him dead in the eyes and kill him.
So they've got poisonous gas in every car on Earth.
They're everywhere.
Man, the realization of what's about to happen.
Mm-hmm. It is a fantastic cliffhanger.
No, Wilf!
Technology could literally do this to us at any time, and we'd have no idea.
Yeah.
Shoot it!
I like that they've developed that units become more of a military and less of a science thing since Classic Who, you know?
Santa.
Man, he gets so into it.
Oh, Sontaran's the best thing in existence.
I do find it weird that it isn't like
Episode.
I do find it weird like it isn't first instinct to just try to like break the window because like that's the first
with
thing
the
that comes to
Sonic.
mind.
That's probably, but that's
it's the
like,
first thing that comes to mind.
That's like the first.
But it's a really small issue because he does it anyway in the beginning of the next.
I mean,
the second part. So.
That's like the first like iffy bit in the whole thing. For me, was that?
Oh yeah, I would agree.
Right at the
Yeah.
end.
I just find
Right
it.
at the
I just
end.
find it weird, but it isn't even like
That was
consequential.
great.
But apart from
It
that
is fucking
one,
weird.
that one tism at the end, that was very solid.
And hey guys, no plot armor.
I know, right?
Yeah. It's a Sontaran story with no plot armor.
And the real test will be part 2 because that's when you get all the action scenes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for
Oh.
that scene.
I had so much fun. I laughed
Yeah.
so hard.
I had a great time.
I think honestly that might have been the most I've enjoyed that episode ever.
Same.
Honestly, I would agree. And I watched that episode like 2 or 3 months ago.
Because I just haven't. I
like-
haven't seen it in so long.
I enjoyed that episode more than every episode of Flux.
Oh yeah, easily. Even Village of the Ages, which I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, because it's been so long since I've seen it. It's been like 4 or 5 years, and since then, like, you know, my viewing habits have changed, and I tend to be a lot more like laser focused now than I used to be, and I think because of that, I noticed way more detail this time, and that was great.
And also, the cinematography throughout the entire episode was actually like stellar.
Incredible.
Like the use of the camera was great.
Despite the fact that these are like standard definition cameras as well, you know.
Yeah.
I also want to add the pacing in this episode.
Oh, amazing.
And the way it builds up the threat.
Oh yeah,
and the
that was something we mentioned in terms of how like we were like 20 minutes in and we hadn't even realized. It was like holy shit,
how
like,
they
it's so it
how
just
they,
goes by so fast because of how well paced it is. And we mentioned when it was like the doctor meeting with Ratigan, and then we get you the Sontaran ship, and then we cut you Martha, and it was all so fluid.
It had that thing that I usually have with RTD era episodes where it gets to like near the end and you know it's about to end, you're like begging for it not to finish. I used to have that a lot.
I wanted more.
You know?
Oh yeah, definitely.
But thankfully it's 2 parts, so we do get more. But yeah, that's for me. That's always a sign of like Doctor Who that I really enjoy is when I know it's about to get to the end of the episode and I'm like, no, I want more.
Yeah. While in like, I think this was pretty much a thing that we did with every Flux reaction. I normally would point out that we have like so long to go. Like, there's 40 minutes left
the
of
reaction
episode.
to Eve was especially the one where it was like, holy shit, we're only like 10 minutes into this
because
episode.
Eve and the Daleks was
in.
longer than usual. It was an hour.
Yeah, that episode hurt to watch.
Yep.
That and Vanquishers especially was annoying to watch.
I'm actually surprised how good that was.
Yeah, it was actually
like, really.
that was actually
I was like,
it was actually better than I expected.
Yeah, it was a lot better than I expected.
I would say, from my last rewatch, I think part 2 is worse, but like, not like bad. It's just worse. Yeah.
I think the benefit this episode had was like the amount of character it had.
All the
Not
setup,
only from the main characters,
all the setup
but
and
the
establishing
villains.
everything.
Yeah, that was fantastic, and I absolutely loved every second of it.
Yeah. Anyway, shall we begin the Poison Sky?
Yeah.
Hey, yes, we should.
3, 2, 1, go.
Doctor, it's Martha. And I'm bringing you back to Earth.
52 deaths at the exact same moment worldwide. They were all inside their cars.
And like we were saying, like about the pacing, how it like built up. I think the cliffhanger like is like the perfect example of like perfect pacing building to a certain like moment. Because
it's just
that cliffhanger
the rise of
was just,
tension.
like,
Yeah,
exactly.
until it gets to like the climax, and that's when you cut. Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
What I liked as well, the next time trailers never gave away the cliffhanger. I like in Moffat era and Chibnall era.
Oh yeah, but we need to build up hype. We gotta ruin the very decent cliffhangers with like spoilers. You know, like when Yaz was threatened to die in Flux, and yet she was showing up in the next time trailer. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Go on.
Oh, here we go, straight into it.
Yep. Right back into the action.
There's something about like steam and gas that just makes an episode look great, you know?
Gives that atmosphere to it.
Atmos.
And it makes it feel very claustrophobic as well.
Yeah.
Yes, Wilf. Yes,
Wilf is so
based
good.
Wilf.
We love Wilf.
Oh.
I love Wilf so much.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Chad.
This is like a great infiltration plan as well, you know?
Yep.
Success. The operative has the necessary information. Good work for a female. Now she must be protected.
Wow, what a sexist.
This is it, isn't it?
I like how they say that about their own clones. Jesus, bro. You'd be crazy.
Oh, here we go.
I love this as well. Like the news reports and everything.
Yeah.
I miss these.
It was
I miss these so much.
probably my favorite.
It's a really good way of world
My
building.
favorite news report story is Aliens in London, World War III. The way they use the news in that story is so good.
It's very accurate as well.
Yeah, like the guy who's at the start of part 2, he's like an actual character.
Message from the doctor. He says code
Oh look, the
What
clone
kind
being
of camera
smart.
Troops. Code Red Sontaran. Code Red Sontaran.
The clone is actually somewhat smart. Oh my god.
Quite a big moment, really.
The world's finished choking to death.
Good idea.
I like that.
Oh, that looks so cool.
I just have a thing for like steam and gas, and
yeah,
it just looks awesome. Too much vaping out there.
Do not engage the Sontarans in battle. There is nothing they like better than a war. Just leave this to me.
Oh, uh-oh. We have been activated. Oh, looks so cool. Ah.
I love when characters act smart.
Because it makes the story compelling.
What is that?
Yeah.
What is that? Russell T Davies said he's like, the character's always going to be dumber than you are. So you have to work very hard.
That was a really cool way of him phrasing it. It's like you gotta carry the wisdom and the knowledge of like a 1,000-year-old character, and it's like obviously it's gonna be impossible, so you gotta try to make it appear. So it's really cool.
I'll tell them of the planetfall is coming.
He's so over the top. It's great.
It's the Sontarans, they've taken it.
Oh no.
I'm stuck. On Earth, like... a human person, like a human. How rubbish is that?
So rubbish.
All tying to his character, huh?
What about Donna? I mean, where's she?
Oh.
She's gone.
Oh.
That's when he knew.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the exact point.
I love that. It's just a trait that you could tell when his companions.
Didn't even.
And
use
also, he's become better.
I also like that he doesn't.
He's become better at noticing when Martha's lying to him now, based on her expressions.
I'm not fighting, as in not hyphen fighting, got it?
Not hyphen fighting.
We're working on it. It's harmful, but not lethal until it reaches 80% density. We're having the first reports of deaths from the center of Tokyo City.
And who knew?
Captain Marion Price.
Oh, put your hand down, don't salute.
The fact they picked Tokyo is really smart because of its population density.
Yeah.
He's kind of an expert at it.
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah, he actually makes like left-wing politics sound smart and not just fucking not enough women.
Rose.
Oh, speaking of women.
Blonde.
But Callum, it's just where's Wally?
Oh, this conversation is great.
He's so triggered.
How dare you?
Between the Sontarans and the Rutans.
Yes.
I wish we get to see the Rutans again.
Yeah, they've only got one story on TV.
They're also in another thing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh god, this bit. This bit.
No more. Ah, so good.
Donna, nobis pacem.
I'm here.
Oh, it's so smart, dude. I love this.
It's just like when he did it with Mickey in Age of Steel.
Yep.
Because I've got remote control.
I'd say it's better, but yeah.
That achieved nothing. Oh, you'd be surprised.
The Doctor having faith in the companion? What?
Its official designation is Castor 36.
It's like if Adam Mitchell, Mark Zuckerberg, and Ben Shapiro had a kid.
That is a perfect.
It's funny because no
description.
Yeah.
Stay where you are.
Put that down.
I did this for you. Don't you see? We spent all our lives excluded. The clever ones. And they've left.
God, his eyes.
Pulled us down, those ordinary people out there. Those cattle.
Them dead.
And I chose you to survive. Planetfall.
Eugenics, natural selection.
Sounds like most people I meet.
We can do anything.
We're going to breed.
I've designed a mating program.
Oh my god!
Shoot me.
Castor 36.
His eyes!
That just proves it.
God, this.
Clever than you.
Oh my god! He's got great eyes, I will say. He's so fulfilled.
Oh, it's Sydney!
I just love how RTD has the idea to do
Oh, this hurts my eyes.
GPS and climate change.
Ah, my eyes.
It looks like it's been threaded.
women, gay people, black people, they weren't invented until
Doctor
2018.
Who only became SJW in the 13th hour.
Yes.
Yeah. Politics weren't invented until 2018.
I really love the way she picks on Donna. It's just like, don't start, and it's like, I'm sorry. I just wish you were here. People say they play like her mom picking on her is like for a joke, and it's like just not true.
What an actor Catherine Tate is.
I love
She's
reading
amazing.
the writer's tale and how he deliberately made her like this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because the tabloid said she'd
Yeah,
just be
Wolf.
funny.
Man, I can't wait to rewatch the rest of Series 4 after today.
Trace, you seen anything like it?
Sontaran's invented. This isn't just poison. They need this gas for something else. What could that be?
I wonder.
Gas is at 60% density, 80%.
I love these two's conflict throughout the entire story.
Yeah.
And 10 can't do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so good.
See, this is actually how you do a countdown, not an arbitrary one.
Chibnall. I'm sorry, but these Sontarans are way better than Chibnall ones. I'm sorry.
Yeah, easily.
These are way better. Oh, here we go. Are you guys ready for bad aim?
It's so weird how people are like, oh, they're really silly. It's like, no, they're fucking smug. Oh
Also
shit,
really good you have like this kind of defense setup, which just seems like
we're almost
that
at like my
casual world
favorite
building.
scene in the story. You know the scene, Callum?
Yes. You know what? We have to thank all the people who had those shitty defenses, else we wouldn't be watching this right now.
That's a good point.
I love the music.
Yeah.
So good.
Marigold has great range and he doesn't get recognition for it.
Oh, his variety is amazing in terms of what kind of music he can do. Edith Jones. Oh, here we go. Here we go, lads.
You know, stories wouldn't last over 5 minutes without plot armor. So,
Here we go, lads.
I can't believe we've gone
Here
over
we
an
go.
hour without a single bit of plot armor.
No, here we go. But here we Jeb, it's about to come up now. Come on.
yeah, the story's just about to cross the 5-minute mark, obviously.
I love the shit out of this scene.
Oh, get them out of there.
That's when 10th like gave up on him.
Such a good shot.
What the fuck? They have good aim?
Literally got them all with one shot. Oh, Ross. Ah.
No!
Rip.
Are you guys ready for the best line in the whole story?
Is he supposed to have died because his eyes are moving?
He wasn't Greyhound 40, his name was Ross. Now listen to me. And get them out of there!
Ah, Tenet is so good.
That's fucking great.
What an actor.
Oh, look at all those people dying. Oh my god, interesting. Oh, this is pretty brutal.
Man.
He just walked past and then shot. Oh my god, look how many dead soldiers there is.
Yeah, but obviously, if Dan is just running in an alley, it's gonna be way harder
Like,
to
they're
hit.
missing a couple shots, sure, but look how many are dying.
This is sport!
Well, but the thing here is even like it doesn't matter if they miss or not because they can't even fire back, so it doesn't matter.
They can't do anything.
Yeah.
Like they said, it's sport.
Yeah. Again.
So, guys, when does the plot armor come in?
It's yeah.
We're halfway through and there hasn't really been
Halfway
an
through
issue.
part 2, by the way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It wouldn't come.
Oh, this scene is funny.
Mm-hmm.
The imagination.
pity. We've lost our target practice. Upon arrival on board this ship, your students would have been shot down.
Hmm.
Promise.
There was no planet fall. Cast at 36 indeed. We only needed you for installation of the Atmos system.
Hmm.
I'm on your side. And it's not Atmos system.
Oh my god.
Isolate them as they perish.
Man, the acting's so good.
You gave them something they needed, something now hidden inside the factory. Something precious.
Martha Jones.
This Corblin signal thing, how does it work? Bullets.
I can just run away from him.
Understood.
Time you can't fight Sontaran.
I mean, you can't fight RTD Sontarans, but you can clearly beat Chibnall Sontarans.
I mean, if
just wait 9 seasons.
And a frying pan.
God,
What's happened?
don't remind me.
But there's Sontarans out there.
Sontarans, but they'll be on battle stations right now. They don't exactly walk about.
I like how 10 does it the same as like Ratigan does a little bit.
yeah, with
Yeah, they have some
But
similarities.
it's not like
yeah.
but it's not like him going. It's not Atmos
Well, actually, I think
It shows the
one of
sort
my
of, like, mindset.
favorite examples of that is in Smith and Jones, where Martha's like, "Oh, you kissed me." He's like, "That was a genetic transfer."
It's, people tend to forget that scene when
Oh,
they
yeah.
try to criticize Sue's Free. I instantly regrets it.
Yeah, like when he
That's
says
like
to
his
the-
personality
when he says it
fighting
to
his
the
ideals, which
dying
is the point.
Cyberman, remember?
Yep.
Go on, girl.
But it's Sontaran shape. You need 3 fingers.
You've got 3 fingers.
Oh yeah.
This is the only good thing Chibnall took from this episode.
Yeah.
You notice how the Doctor talks, the 10th Doctor talks to humans the way we talk to dogs sometimes?
Yeah.
Oh, good girl.
Holy.
RTD music is better than like Moffat and Chibnall music, without a doubt. The Moffat one still has some.
Well,
Well,
RTD
yeah, I
and
was gonna
Murray
say,
Gold
I
are...
really love. Yeah, I really love Moffat era music.
Yeah, I just think every track in RTD is like god tier. Oh, that's so funny. It's so good.
From this point on, it stops. From this point on, the people of Earth fight back. And we show them. We show the warriors of Sontar what the human race can do. Trap 1 to Hawk Major. Go, go, go.
You're all welcome from
The
Mum
Valiant
and
from Series 3.
Yeah.
Dad. Yeah.
That's world building.
RTD's great at that.
Genius.
Wow, characters being smart. Oh my god. That's unheard.
Yeah, but this show is just copying Avengers 2012, to be fair, so.
That's a great shot.
Oh, here we go. Outsmart the villains. Man, isn't this so much better?
Plot armor. Wait, there is no plot armor.
It's almost like they got rushed, and that's why they die. You know?
Well, that and they don't expect them to be able to fire bullets because they, from their perspective, their guns are still jammed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, she shot twice and hit twice. Isn't that
Yeah,
fun?
that was a double kill.
Oh, Mark, I'm so sorry. Still alive.
Hey, it says it again.
Wish you carried a gun now.
Me too.
I've been stopping the nuclear launch all this time.
Doing exactly what I wanted. I needed to stop the missiles just as much as the Sontarans. Not having Earth start an interstellar war, you're a triple A.
He's so smart.
You are right from the start. Reduced iris contraction, slight thinning of the hair follicles in the left temple, and frankly, you smell. Maybe not in front of Captain Jack. You remember him, don't you? She got all her memories. That's why the Sontarans had to protect her. To keep you inside unit. Martha Jones is keeping you alive.
You're a bit behind, Martha.
You've been away a bit.
Something's happened.
She did what Donna usually does when things happen.
You will face me, sir.
Oh, I love that.
You will face me, sir. Yeah, so good. I love these Sontarans, man.
Lovely detail. You will face me, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You love them. Yes. Remember that?
The gas! Tell us about the gas!
He's the enemy. Then tell me. It's not just poison. What's it for? Martha, please. Caesarphane concentrate. It's one part of Bosti.
Clone feed! It's clone feed!
What's clone feed?
Like amniotic fluid.
I like how he bashes his head whenever he's like, I should know that.
I love how this reference them reclaiming it as an outpost.
It's getting slower.
Unlike Series 13 that tried to do it really explicitly, this does it implicitly.
There's so much that you want to do, and I will. Never do tomorrow what you can do today, my mum says, because you never know how long you've got. Martha Jones. All that life.
I completely forgot about this scene.
Yeah, I love this scene.
It's like self-reflection, you know?
Man, Martha's like so great. She gets more development in series 4. She's just that damn good.
And in Torchwood.
I do wish the stuff with Mickey was better explored though.
She's done.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
But they found
Whoa. Hey.
Plot armor.
That was probably the closest thing to plot armor in the whole story, and it wasn't even that bad.
I mean, it's like, it's contrived, I guess, the fact that the...
I mean, if you just...
Like,
if
they
you,
showed up
if you, like,
just that
cut,
then.
if you
before-
slightly, like, change how it's edited, it would be fine.
Here we go. The old team back together. Well, the new team. No. Don't lie.
Don't tell anyone what I did. It wasn't my fault. The Sontarans like
Oh, I love this.
See one more gun.
He's not wrong, there's been a lot of guns.
I feel like a kid in my clothes. Dad, you're definitely getting over him.
That's great.
Oh, Martha and daughter so good.
The clone world is born.
God, it looks like the desert in Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Looks like Tatooine.
Don't break my heart.
I like how Will's war experience makes him keep it together more.
Mm-hmm.
It all gets attacked to breed their clone army, and all the time we had Luke here in his dream factory. Planning a little trip, were we?
They promised me a new world.
And you were building equipment, ready to terraform El Mondo Luco so that humans could live there.
El Mondo Luco.
Oh my
Oh yeah,
God.
I've
So
read
smart.
I've read on a few places that people think that the atmospheric converter is like a plot hole because burning the air there would cause like irreversible like forest fires and shit like that.
established in the first
So I'm just like, no, it's kind of just like
Crucible,
sci-fi
that's
logic.
decades in
It just
advance.
converts the atmosphere. That's just that.
This is also future technology.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's not
That's
something.
what they established about it.
Yeah, this is not like a furnace launcher, you know? And also, you notice, he'd be like, please, he says please, 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 because he's not sure if it's going to work properly. Please, 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 please.
Crosses his fingers.
I love that visual of the earth.
It's so cool.
Oh, that's so cool.
Hey.
Now we're in trouble.
Are we ready for the next bit of plot armor, guys?
Oh yeah. I love the way they resolve this conflict.
Alright, the plan failed. Let's fucking kill him.
Yeah.
Donna, thank you for everything. Martha, you too. Oh, so many times.
See? See? See?
You're saying goodbye.
Sontarans are never defeated. They'll be getting ready for war.
You'll kill yourself.
Just send that thing up on its own. I don't know. Put it on a delay.
I can't.
Why not?
I've got to give them a choice.
Oh, that's such a great motivation.
Oh, yes!
Oh, excellent.
General Stahl, you know what this is. But there's one more option. You can go. Just leave. Sontaran High Command need never know what happened here.
Your stratagem would be wise if Sontarans feared death.
If it saves the Earth, I'll do it.
One of you doesn't talk, he acts.
I am giving you the chance to leave.
Fucking do it, bro.
It's like the Time War.
Yep, again. It's actually shocking how many choices like this.
Yeah. Development since Parting the Ways as well. He's no longer cowardly.
What are you doing?
Coward. Any day.
Oh, I love this bit. It's so good.
Yep. Best one-liner ever.
Huh?
Best one-liner.
And this all ties in with Sontaran.
And he's redeemed.
Yes, yes, it does. He redeems
Oh
himself.
my god, there's sounds in space? That's a plot hole.
But his motivation was still, like, consistent, you know? It's, like, about the human race. It's just his perspective on it changed. We all...
You can see how two very different characters, Martha and Donna,
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
How great they are.
She's like, oh my god, Doctor, you're safe. Then she hits him.
Hey guys, this is a way better way of like delivering the message. Maybe
And you know,
we shouldn't use cars as much
the
than Orphan 55.
The symbolism of taking the sticker off as well.
Ah, Wolf.
That wonderful doctor. Go and see the stars.
Oh, I love this scene.
He's so selfless, you know?
Bring a bit of them back for your old Gramps.
Oh.
Love you.
This makes the big twist in End of Time even more heartbreaking.
Oh god, why is she so good?
We're getting this back, guys. In a year.
No. This starts with the 60th.
Gotta wait 1 year.
You gonna come with us? We're not exactly short of space.
Oh, I have missed all this, but you know. I'm good here. Back at home. And I'm
Because Series 3 was great.
Oh, yes.
besides.
Oh, yes.
Someone needs me.
Well, fuck you, Martha. What? 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 Wow.
That was fantastic.
What a two-part.
God damn, that was fucking great.
Yeah.
That was legitimately fantastic.
Oh, yeah. That is 100% the most I've ever enjoyed that story.
So.
That was awesome.
Great.
Yeah, I'd give both
That
episodes a 9. I think
bloody
it was
Oh,
really good.
great.
Oh, Callum, I just realized something.
What?
On my EDAR recording,
You
I don't have our Discord icons at the bottom.
Bruh,
Wow, well done.
that's genius. Congrats.
Oh, fuck?
I will take a picture of the icons right now. I'll put them there anyway, just for.
Hang on. Oh shit! What have I done?
The cinematography, like the editing, like the music, especially the acting, the characters, the actual plot made like total sense. What is actually so wrong about this story that ruins it?
There isn't like a major issue.
Yeah, it's like you pointed out. There's that thing at the end of part 1, and then part 2. There's like that moment with Donna, which could be considered plot armor. I guess
it was so solid.
It had shockingly a great amount of character scenes as well.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say shockingly. It's Russell T Davies.
Yeah. Ratigan has some really good character moments as well. I really like him as a character and the little arc he goes through.
The conflict between him and the
sacrificing
Doctor
himself.
is pretty great and well established and set up and paid off throughout the entire story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, like so where was the insane plot armor that is on the same level as War of the Sontarans? I'd like that to be pointed out to me right now.
Well, no story lasts over 5 minutes without plot armor, and it was a 2-parter, so it was like, what, an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 30, so, I mean, there definitely had to be plot armor there. We just didn't notice it, because we like RTD. That is the logical assumption.
Yeah, bias, clearly. Definitely bias. There's no other possible reason.
As everyone could tell, we were very biased during this recording. We just praised it randomly. Didn't have any sort of...
Yeah.
Yeah, no. All the lead characters were phenomenal. Sontarans, that was one of their best appearances in the whole series, in the whole show. 100%. One of the best. And I've seen all of them. I've seen all the Sontarans. I haven't listened to all the Big Finish stuff, but in terms of TV,
comedy
I've seen
as well. By the way, was like brilliant.
Yeah, definitely best New Who Sontaran story by miles.
By absolutely miles.
Oh yeah.
Fucking this, like, obviously way better than War, and I'd say this is probably better than all the Strax shit as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
there's no competition. It's easily better.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is better than even some of the classic Who ones too. 100%.
I wouldn't know, but yeah. It's just really good. Like, I was rewatching this season, and like I remember people like being like, "Well, why don't people like this episode or that episode?" Because everything so far has been really good. And generally, the only episode that has like quite a few issues other than the finale is like the Doctor's daughter. But even then, that episode is really good. So it's just I don't understand how people can criticize so much.
Yeah, I would say in terms of purely how the Sontarans are used, I'd say this is probably the second best Sontaran story in the whole TV show, just behind Time Warrior. So, yeah, that says a lot.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard some really good things about
Time Warrior is hard to beat, because it's the original, and it's just... I mean, it's that story has so much going for it, because it's like, it's the first appearance of Sarah Jane Smith, and it's also historical. It's a historical as well, and it's a unit story, and it's also it's the first story of Pertwee's last season, and it's also like kind of foreshadowing his end and everything, and it's the first mention of Gallifrey. There's a lot going for that story, so
Jesus,
hard to beat that one. But this is also a great story too. Wow.
Yeah, if you think we're biased, then oh well.
Well, if you want to counter the praises we had for this episode, you can just try.
Yeah,
because I see people say they like hate this story.
How could you hate this story? Like what's hateable?
Because Callum
about it?
Because Callum, it's anti-soldier, and the Sontarans are wearing baby blue armor, and they're midgets.
The armor's fucking cool. The design was cool.
That's Dylan's main gripe with this.
They're also pretty threatening.
I mean, I would say like the armor, like the color is more vibrant than you'd expect, I guess. But it's like it fits the tone of RTD's era. So it has this camp design, in a way, but it's still like in terms of how they act is very like I forgot the word, intimidating.
So the design of these Sontarans fits the kind of Sontarans they're going for, because the tall black suited Sontarans are different to these ones. Like Lynx in the Time Warrior is tall, and wears like that black. It basically looks like the one from War, kind of.
Right.
But the actual purpose of his character is different to these Sontarans. He's not an army. He's a lone figure. Like he's the only Sontaran that appears in the whole thing. He's one Sontaran, and also him being tall means that he can get into like a fisticuffs as well. Like when his weapon gets taken away, him and Pertwee get into like an actual like martial arts battle, which is fucking cool. But like these Sontarans are different because it's like an army, it's a squad.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I feel like it fits them.
Yeah,
but I don't know. If people make surface level complaints about this. So this was a good test for us for a super secret project that we have planned.
Yeah.
You keep calling it that, yeah, I know what it is.
What is it, Callum?
It's something to do with fucking music.
Yeah.
So that narrows it down, yes.
Yeah, no, definitely. You know exactly what it is, yeah. Yes. We're gonna debate on what constitutes music.
Narrows it down.
I mean, yeah.
Narrows it down.
That's what we always
Calcium decay, that narrows it down.
Narrows it down.
Oh, you have no idea, Cal. We've got some good shit planned for you.
Idea. Yeah, that'll happen. Yeah, we'll all chip in on.
If you don't enjoy it, we may have.
Is that me cancelled forever now?
Yes,
yeah, pretty
absolutely.
much.
Yeah.
Like, let me put it this way. You know how you say to me, if I don't like The Haunting of Bly Manor, you'll disown me. It's like that, but with music.
But here's the thing, Connor. Everyone else in this call agrees with me that will happen.
Yeah. To be fair, everyone in this call also agrees with Connor that if you don't like, then you're gonna be disowned. So yeah.
I'll actually find where you live and stab you to death.
See?
There's also more opportunities for you to be wrong as well, because there's more of it.
That is true.
Your life could be over.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed my final appearance on the internet. It's been a blast. I've enjoyed, causing as much discourse as I had with my presence.
Yes. This Dalek has downloaded the entire internet, including Callum's last words.
That thing has 1 billion combinations.
But no, we've got something real cool planned, and we shan't reveal what it is until the actual video that we're gonna spring it on you. But
yeah, secret.
But yeah, I think we've managed to by once we've edited this EDAR mini, I'll be able to get a sort of a gist of how this technical rundown went, and iron out all the kinks and be fully ready for some content that I've been wanting to do for years and just haven't been able to put the pieces together, but I think we're finally there. And I'm very excited for it because it's fucking poggers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I have places to be and people to see. So
are you going to close out the video?
Yes, Callum.
Fuck off, everyone. Hope you enjoyed.
Goodbye. Yeah.
Goodbye.
Potato.
I made a fart.
That's good for you. I'm proud of you.